Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Are you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Trettler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it. Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
And I'm Don Trettler. Welcome to the show.
It's been a few weeks, but we're back.
Seen a few movies.
We're doing names from a hat. Haven't done that for a while. It's always fun because you don't know who I put in and I don't know who you put in.
Right.
Just want to do a quick recap of the box office. The Eternals.
Which opened this weekend?
It's opened this weekend. Had a big debut of $71 million. That's a strong start. Dune was second. It's now accumulated $84 million in its domestic haul. No Time to Die third with 143 total now. Six on the weekend. Venom, There Will Be Carnage, 4.4 and up to 197. And rounding out the top five is Ron's Gone Wrong with 3.6.
That's like an animated one.
Yep. Oh, and actually sixth was The French Dispatch, which you just saw.
Right.
And you like.
Yeah, it just opened in the theaters on a wider release this weekend. It was on a limited release for the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I've been looking for it, and it finally came to our area.
And you said I won't like it because it has
Subtitles, right.
And I don't have the patience to deal with subtitles. I don't know.
It's a really good movie, and it's like Wes Anderson, it's his style, and it's just like it's magnified.
It's got a great cast. I mean, absolutely does.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think it's that I don't have the patience. I don't think I have the attention span to keep up with a lot. Because my mind wanders, and then I'll be like, I'll have to rewind it. That's why like reading books doesn't mix very well for me.
I'm going to buy it. When it comes out, I'm going to buy it because I'm going to have to watch it multiple times.
Yeah, I figured. I know you really like Wes Anderson, and you like a lot of the actors that he uses.
Right.
Which I do as well. So do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I also saw Dune. Oh, wait, that's my own. I don't want my own. I want to pick yours. I also saw Dune. And Dune is really good.
You really liked it, yeah.
I really liked it. I think everybody that I've talked to so far has really liked it. People that have seen it.
Did we look and see what it got on IMDb? I don't remember.
Oh, all right. Hey, we got my first choice, the director, Roland Emmerich.
Roland Emmerich, yes. So Dune's got an 8.2.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
It's staying up there. I mean, after a couple of weeks, usually it starts.
It generally
to
goes
sag.
down, right? So the reason I chose Roland Emmerich is because I didn't even realize that he did the sequel to Independence Day. That's the movie I told you about that I was watching.
Oh.
It's terrible. I couldn't get through it. Independence Day Resurrection.
Is Will Smith in it?
No.
Oh.
No. There's a character that plays his son. Apparently he dies or something. I don't know.
Oh. Bill Pullman?
Bill Pullman's in it. The crazy doctor from the first one's in it that gets the aliens wrapped around his throat and stuff like that.
Who was that? Judd Hirsch?
Nope, that's Jeff Goldblum's dad.
Oh, okay.
Independence Day Resurgence. That's what it is, not Resurrection, Resurgence. I'll tell you who's in it. I mean, I think Liam Hemsworth is pretty much the star.
I kind of steered clear of that movie.
Vivica Fox is in it. Liam Hemsworth, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Cela Ward, Judd Hirsch, William Fichtner, Vivica A. Fox.
Huh.
I don't know who plays Will Smith's kid. Oh, Jesse Usher plays Dylan Hiller.
Don't know him.
It gets a 5.2. So, like I said,
It's below the Mendoza
It's
line.
terrible.
So it's not a watchable movie.
but I mean, he does a lot of these movies. Like he obviously did the original Independence Day. He did The Day After Tomorrow. He did 2012. So like a lot of disaster movies.
Right, big ones, big
Yeah.
budget stuff.
Yeah.
Did you say he had a new one coming out?
I think he just did what's going on with this thing? Midway, I want to say.
Oh, Midway, yeah.
Wasn't that him?
Oh,
Midway, yeah, 2019.
Huh. Yeah, that was one I didn't see either.
That got 6.7.
I saw the old Midway back in the 70s. I think it starred Charlton Heston, and it was one of the first movies with sense around. So basically, it had these things under the seat that like would shake it.
Yeah.
So when the planes were like coming, you would shake in your seat. I think it also, what was the other? Not Towering Inferno, Earthquake. I think Earthquake was in sense around when it came out. Mm-hmm. Too bad Jaws wasn't in sense around. It could have had like On the Boat and everything.
I watched Jaws at the Moose like 2 weeks ago, probably for the first time in probably 30 years since I was a kid. I never really cared for it.
It's good, but I mean, nowadays the special effects are so much smoother, so much slicker that the shark really looks a little lame sometimes in that movie.
Yeah.
But it didn't when it came out. I mean, when it came out, we were
it's
all
like
terrified.
groundbreaking, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Did he get like a special Oscar for that?
Geez, I don't know. Maybe.
I think he did.
Should have gotten more Oscars for that movie.
That was right after Close Counters, wasn't it? Or was it
Right.
right before?
I think it's before.
It was.
That was the one that kind of busted him out. Then
Yeah.
Close Encounters followed. Also with Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, just some of the... I almost picked him, and I was like, we talked about Spielberg too many times.
Right.
But, I mean, look at some of the classics he's done over the years. I mean, he's got West Side Story coming out Christmas
That should be good.
this year. That kind of surprises me. That doesn't seem like the type of movie he would do normally.
No, it doesn't.
He did Ready Player One, The Post, Bridge of Spies, Lincoln, War Horse, which also was another one I was kind of surprised. Indiana Jones, The Kingdom of Crystal Skull, Munich, War of the Worlds, The Terminal. I mean, it's just endless. Catch Me If You Can, Minority Report, Artificial Intelligence, Saving Private Ryan, Amistad, The Lost World, Schindler's List. Insane.
Some great ones. Some of those I haven't seen. I didn't see Ready Player One. Did you see that?
Nope. And I still have not seen Schindler's List.
Oh, you should.
I know.
That may have subtitles in it too.
I'm sure it does. And I'm sure the length is probably part of the reason why I haven't seen it either.
That was my introduction to Ralph Fiennes, and boy, I mean, he's a great.
You said he's
villain in
terrible in it, right?
Oh,
Like,
he's
awful.
Oh.
I mean, good, but I mean, like he's just mean.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
and
he's one of those guys. It's like you don't ever want to see his face again after you watch that movie.
that's how. I don't remember. I hated an actor forever. Oh, Joaquin Phoenix because of Gladiator.
Right.
But that's how you know that that's a good performance, when you actually hate an actor from a performance to the point where you won't watch anything that they're in. I was that way with Joaquin Phoenix for a long time.
James Woods in The Onion Field did that too.
I haven't seen that. But yeah, I mean that's just definitely the sign of a good movie or good performance.
Yeah. I think you got to choose one now.
Yeah, I'll take one. All right. Oh, I think this one is one of mine. But
Hope I didn't pick people too corny this week.
yeah, I think this is one of mine. No, this is your handwriting. Ron.
If you can read it.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano.
Yeah.
He's a guy that I've gotten so that I really, really like him.
Yeah.
I look for him in movies now.
The first movie I saw with him in it was The Girl Next Door, with Emile Hirsch, Alicia Cuthbert.
Yeah, what's that? I haven't seen that.
It's Emile Hirsch is a high school kid, and Alicia Cuthbert moved in next door, and she's a porn star.
Oh.
And I don't know. It's just Paul Dano's like one of his best friends. Timothy Olyphant's like the bad guy. It's good. It's like 2004, so it was like definitely the first thing I'd ever seen him in.
I don't know if I saw him in anything before Little Miss Sunshine.
I love that. I was just gonna say that's by far like he's got to be his career-defining role.
Yeah, because he doesn't talk. Or in the first part of the movie,
Yeah,
he's trying not to talk.
I love the part where he's like, "Where's Olive?" And then you just see her standing outside the store, and they go turning around like, "Come on, honey, get in," because they can't stop the van. Oh, that was classic. I saw some. I haven't seen all of it, but There Will Be Blood. I thought he was very good in as well.
Yeah.
Does he play the priest?
He does.
Yeah. And
plays-
obviously, Daniel Day-Lewis was excellent in it.
Right. I mean, and those guys teamed up for another movie. It was a smaller budget thing. I'm not going to be able to think of the name of it, but it was a smaller budget thing about some kind of a love affair or something on an island.
Daniel Day-Lewis and Paul Dano?
Yeah, so they did another movie together. Paul Dano also did the movie. I think you lent it to me, Prisoners.
Oh, yes. He was great in that, too.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he's creepy in that.
He's a guy now that if once I see his name on a movie, I want to see it. He was really good. Oh shoot, I'm not going to remember. Love and Mercy, where he plays Brian Wilson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays the young Brian Wilson, and John Cusack plays the older Brian Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, it was a really good movie, and they both were excellent in it. You know,
Oh, he's in 12 Years a Slave?
I'm trying to remember who he was. I think he was one of the slave owners.
Oh, because I didn't get through all that movie because, like Michael Fassbender's character, he was just so bad. Like, he was just terrible.
He's a good actor too, and I think Paul Dano's got something coming up
All right.
recently.
Well, how about this? He's the Riddler in the new Batman series.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's going to be interesting.
Edward Nashton / the Riddler. So that will be interesting. I think that's a good. I think he'll be good at that.
And who's the Batman? That Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, I want to see it already. I like both of those actors.
Peter Sarsgaard's in it. I always like.
Though
him
I'm
too.
getting a little. I know people are not going to, appreciate this, but I am getting a little marveled out. I'm a little done. I'm getting a little cooked on these comic book movies.
Oh, you know who's playing the Penguin?
Who's that?
Colin Farrell.
Oh wow.
And Zoe Kravitz is playing Catwoman.
Yeah, we were saying that Colin Farrell would make a good Bond.
Bond. Yep. He's our pick for the new Bond.
He's young enough. He could still do a couple of movies.
Yeah, he could. So yeah, so that's an interesting. So that they have a bunch of bad guys in this one. So they got the Riddler, they got the Penguin, they got Catwoman. I
think it's going to be hard to out Catwoman Anne
Hathaway. Oh yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. She wore that suit very well.
I thought Michelle Pfeiffer was good, but I think Anne Hathaway just really was even better.
Me too. And Anne Hathaway's a good actress in general. You know, I mean, she's been nominated for. She was nominated for Rachel's Getting Married, and she won for Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Supporting actress. So I mean,
there's another one who we were talking about actresses. She's probably one of my favorite actresses. I'd like to see her.
Yeah, I
have
agree.
her name on a movie.
Yep.
It doesn't seem like she's done much lately, does it?
No, I don't think so.
She's been kind of out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
I guess people get burned out, or maybe the audiences get burned out on certain actors after a while.
Was there a movie? I think I lent it to you. Havoc.
You did. Yes.
I thought she was great in that. That was like her first serious role, because other than that, she really did like the
Princess
Diaries and like Ella Enchanted, Princess Diaries too,
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. And then she did the Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada. Yep,
Right.
that was actually really good. Her, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt. She's got some stuff coming up.
I think that's a movie that I've seen pieces of. I don't think I sat down and watched the whole.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
I don't think I sat down and watched it all straight through.
She's got one coming out in 2022 called Armageddon Time. It's a coming-of-age story about growing up in Queens in the 1980s.
Neat.
Jeremy Strong, Anne Hathaway, Anthony Hopkins.
Wow.
That's a pretty good cast.
She did one. Oh, I can't think what the name of it is. Where she's somehow linked to a
To what?
to a monster somewhere. How can I describe this? It's called Gigantic or something like that. and
Really?
Somehow she's on some kind of weird like link with a monster in a Korean city, and it's destroying the like like a Godzilla type of thing. It's destroying the city.
She's in the new. I guess I didn't even know they're making this. They're making a Sesame Street movie.
Sesame Street.
Yep. Big Bird and Sesame Street friends are mysteriously expelled from their neighborhood, finding themselves in Manhattan. They team up with a plucky history show host Sally Hawthorne, who's Anne Hathaway, who's on a quest to save her show and prove that Sesame Street actually exists, with obstacles created by the evil mayor. I wonder who else is in that. Anne Hathaway, Chance the Rapper, Bo Burnham.
Huh.
Those are the only three.
I just saw Bo Burnham in Promising Young Woman. And I knew, I know that name. He's like a stand-up comedian.
Who's in that? Is that
Oh, shoot.
the girl from Shame
Yeah.
that I don't like?
Oh, I can't think of what her name is either. She's got one of those
Is it
names
Sally
that I
something?
can't remember.
Hawkins?
No. Sally Hawkins was in that Shape of Water.
Oh, what the hell is her name? It's gonna drive me nuts.
Is it a Michelle? I don't know. She's got one of those names that it just doesn't stick out to me. Matter of fact, she's a British actress.
Carey Mulligan.
Carey Mulligan.
Yep. I don't like her. I don't know why.
And I couldn't believe it. When I looked her up after I watched the movie, I could not believe that she was a British actress because she had zero accent.
Yeah.
That was a pretty decent movie.
I liked the movie. I just don't like her for some reason. I thought she was good in it.
Yeah.
And I think Michael Fassbender is pretty much good in everything he does.
The other one I saw was The Father with Anthony Hopkins, which has to do with dementia. And you see it through his eyes. So,
Oh, that's got to be kind of difficult, huh?
it was pretty cool, but yeah, it's a little disorienting because you don't know who's who and what the reality of the situation is. But he's excellent. And Olivia Coleman, who won the Academy Award playing the Queen.
The previous year, right? Yeah.
She's in it too.
Was she nominated for that too?
I don't know. I would think so. She must have been because she was pretty good reacting with him. So you would imagine.
I remember she presented Joaquin Phoenix with his Oscar, and it was the year after she won, and she came out and she's like, "Last year was the best night of my husband's life." He's like, "I know, because he told me. I've given pregnant 3 times since then, or I've given birth 3 times since then."
Because I should pull one out here.
It was pretty funny.
I don't want to pull my own though. Is this one of mine? Oh, actress. Well, we were due for an actress. We had a director, an actor, actress, Susan Sarandon.
You picked her? I almost did. That would have been
Did you
so
really?
fun. I did. I almost did. Because I was thinking, I just saw The Client not that long ago. Have you seen that?
I'm not sure.
She plays a defense lawyer. Tommy Lee Jones plays the local district attorney in Louisiana. I think it's Brad Renfro plays the kid. Him and his brother witness a murder. A guy killing himself. And
this is one of those, what's his name? That
John
writes
Grisham.
John Grisham novels.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. And so
I don't remember if I did see it or
like
not.
What's his name? Yeah, hold on a second. It gets a 6.8.
Which is decent.
Yep. Let's see.
The lower it gets after lower than
Brad Renfro's the son. Mary Louise Parker, I want to say. Yeah, is the mom. J.T. Walsh is in it. Anthony LaPaglia plays the main bad guy, Barry the Blade. Anthony Edwards is Susan Sarandon's assistant.
it's a good cast.
It's got a really good cast. It's really good. And she plays like a recovering alcoholic defense attorney whose own son won't even talk to her because how bad she was when she had him. It's her like, what's the word I'm looking for? Redemption. trying to get this kid.
Right.
Because what happens is his little brother gets traumatized and he goes into shock. And so they have to get a bed for him in a mental hospital. And he's got to get placed on witness protection because the guy who killed himself was the defense lawyer for Barry the Blade, who killed a U.S. senator. And the lawyer told the kid, he made the kid get in his car when he saw him, and he told the kid where the body was buried. And so the kid knew, so he had to go.
This sounds pretty good. I don't think it's not ringing a bell. So
I'll bring it. I'll bring it
like
in.
I want to see it. Yeah, if you think about it.
You got a pen? Oh, I don't have a piece of paper, but yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah, can you break me off? Yep. Can you break me off a little piece of yours so I just can write it down?
Yeah, so Susan Sarandon. Yeah, I always think of her with the baseball movie Bull Durham.
Bull Durham. Yep.
Because that's one of my favorites.
Well, what else? I mean, she won.
She was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
She won Best Actress for Dead Man Walking.
Dead Man Walking, right? With Sean Penn.
Yep. Which, I mean, she was good. I still think Elizabeth Shue should have won for Leaving Las Vegas. But.
Right, she was really good.
Yep.
Whatever happened to her? She disappeared.
The last movie I saw her in was Piranha.
Oh my word!
Double D.
From Academy Award-winning movie to Piranha.
I mean, she was in the one with Cocktail with Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, I never saw that one.
That's a good movie too. I'll bring that in for you. He's like a bartender. And she's plays the love interest. Brian Brown's in it. Brian Brown's his mentor. Kelly Lynch is in it. I think Gina Gershon's in it too. What about Thelma?
I like Tom Cruise, and you know what? I think he's going to win the Academy Award someday. I think somebody's going to hand him a role one of these days that's just going to be perfect for him, if they haven't already. I mean, he was excellent in Jerry Maguire. I mean, he was.
What about the other one? Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Oh, yeah, in Magnolia.
Yeah, he was nominated for that, but Michael Caine won for the Sutter House Rules.
Right, Best Supporting Actor.
Yep.
Right. I got to find Magnolia. I've got it in my house somewhere.
I haven't seen it.
It's a trip.
If
you people haven't seen Magnolia, it's a trip. Another Paul Thomas Anderson movie, and he's got a new movie coming out at Christmas time called Licorice Pizza, and it has Bradley Cooper and Sean Penn.
Oh wow!
I think they're in supporting roles. They're not the lead characters in this movie.
Did you like Thelma and Louise?
I did. Yeah, I saw that years ago. That's where I first saw Brad Pitt. That's the first Brad Pitt movie I ever saw.
What'd you say it is? Oh, who's in that movie with Brad Pitt, Bradley Cooper?
Oh, I don't know. It's called Licorice Pizza. It's P.T. Anderson. It's the lead woman in the movie. I think they're supposed to be high school students. Her name is Hyam, and she's actually a singer. I realized that. I was looking at it. I'm like, oh my word! And I've heard her before on the radio.
All right. Well, we're gonna get a description right now because that's an interesting.
I think it's like a teen romance thing.
The story of Elena Kane and Gary Valentine growing up, running around, and going through the treacherous navigation of first love in the San Fernando Valley, 1973.
It's P.T. Anderson. I mean, I'm in for this. I watched the trailer. I'm like, I got to see this.
Just based on that cast, I would watch it for Bradley Cooper and Sean Penn by itself.
Right.
But then you also throw in the fact that Paul Thomas Anderson directed it and probably, I'm sure, wrote it. You know, doesn't he do all his own stuff?
I think so.
All right, I think we got time for one more. So, let's see if I get one of yours or one of mine. One of mine. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a guy we could do a whole show on Tom Hanks.
I know. I don't know why I picked him.
He's got a new movie, and it didn't get reviewed well, called Finch, where he's... Is this... Yeah, I guess it's a dystopian movie, right? The world's been wiped out of people. Maybe it was a pandemic or something, and it's him, his dog, and his robot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it didn't get a very good write-up. It was compared to Castaway.
Gets 7.0 on IMDb.
Oh.
That's surprising. On a post-apocalyptic Earth, you freaking jerk. On a post-apocalyptic Earth, a robot built to protect the life of his creator's beloved dog learns about life, love, friendship, and what it means to be human. Sounds different.
Yeah.
But I always go back to, in my opinion, it's one of the most iconic scenes in movie history. The scene where he's walking with, is it Robert Loggia?
I'm trying to think of what
His
movie.
boss. When
Oh,
they're
in
walking
Big.
in the toy store,
Right.
and all of a sudden they step on the piano, and then you see him play that song, and everybody's standing around watching. That, to me, like growing up, that was like one of the biggest moments in movies
Oh, yeah.
for my childhood, you know, because it was just so cool.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be one. That's, like you say, that's an iconic scene.
Very iconic scene.
And they, what is it, chopsticks they play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, what's that? Heart and Soul? That's what it's called? I thought it was called Chopsticks. Oh. All right, well, either way, you know what we're talking about.
Right.
And it was, yeah, it's just a cool scene. You know, I mean, he's got so many famous, I mean, look at Jimmy Dugan in A League of Their Own.
Right.
He's so just,
No crying in baseballs.
Yeah. Another iconic scene, iconic saying.
Right.
You know, there's a part where David Strathairn's like, you know, Jimmy, if I paid you a little more money, could you be any more disgusting? He's like, I could certainly use the money. You know, it's like.
Yeah, he's great. He's in one of your favorite movies in Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm. He signs an autograph for one of the kids, and the little kid's like, avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. He's like, that's good advice.
Let's see. I liked him in that. I'm trying to think what the movie was.
All right, we got to wrap up soon. So, what movie?
It's that epic that they made. It came from a book, and now the Wachowskis did it.
I don't know.
Oh, it's on the tip. Say this is what happens. You get older, your mind starts to go. I can't remember.
I mean,
what the name of the movie is.
Philadelphia, Forrest Gump.
Right.
You know, back-to-back Oscars. You know,
He's excellent in everything.
We
he
didn't
does.
like the one that he did with the brothers.
with the Coen brothers.
Coen brothers,
right.
yeah, that was stupid. But
The
yeah,
Lady Killers.
Yeah,
don't-
Lady Killers.
Don't see it.
we do gotta wrap up this week. We'll be back again next week. Maybe we can do part 2 because we still have some. So this has been The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
These are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Here's Johnny. Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.